And welcome back to Jeff Koinange live at the Terrace Restaurant of the Intercontinental Hotel. I tell you, if you have missed this show so far, well, that is your problem. The rest of us have been sitting back and watching the one man who's been consistent, that's right, consistent, the last 50 years, not just in his dress code, but in his thoughts, his vision, his wishes for this amazing country called Kenya. We simply call him the Duke of Kabetishire, Sir Charles, as featured in this amazing book, Wisdom of the Elders, by Susan Wakhungu Githuku and pictures by Bobby Powell. Pick it up. It's a great read. And yes, sometimes we do indeed need some wise counsel. And who better than Sir Charles himself? I read in this book, when you went to Alliance, which you did, you had no shoes.
No.
Khaki shorts, no vest.
We had no shoes. We were wearing khaki shorts and shirt, no vest. And let me tell you, Jeff, and you had a shower, cold shower.
In that cold?
That was compulsory to have a shower every morning. In fact, it helped us to wake up. But it was cold.
Yeah.
And some of us, like, who could I remember? Some of us, anyhow, had jiggers. You know what jiggers is?
Yes.
And we used to have a parade on Mondays, raising the flag, the Union Jack.
Mm-hmm.
And where you stood was grass. And for water to get on the cracks, as it were,
yeah,
really painful.
Were you in school with people like Munyo Wayaki?
Yes, Munyo Wayaki.
Dr. Joge Mungai?
No, Mungai was ahead of us. Mungai is slightly ahead. I was there with who was there? Who else do you remember?
Did you have jiggers?
Yes, I had jiggers, and that's why I'm telling you, it's really very painful. And
what do you think of people today when the jigger campaign goes on? There are people resisting it, people saying, don't embarrass us. What do you think of it?
Not embarrassment at all. You are taking something which is really going to ruin your feet. First of all, it's painful, and it's eating your skin. And what is wrong in having it taken out and then you put jazz or something so that you don't get it again? I mean, you get it once or in a while and so on, and his best thing is to take it off when you know you can feel it. And we used to help each other. You take mine, I'll take yours. But yes, I was with Wayaki and
Dr. Mungai.
Dr. Mungai and all that.
And then you went on to Fort Hare University.
I went to, first of all, in Uganda, King's College, Budo, for 2 years. And I did junior secondary school. And then I went to South Africa at Fort Hare, where I did a degree in law. And then from there I went to England, where I qualified as a barrister.
Were you a good barrister?
I think I was, and I did quite well when I was here as Attorney General. I did, I think, quite a good job. I've never been criticized for not being able to do my work.
But people were scared of you, you know that? We were scared of you growing up.
I was to no nonsense. If even from my staff, I used to get to the office at 7 o'clock.
My mother tells me.
I used to get to the office at 7 o'clock. Office hours were 8 o'clock. And I would stand, there's the Attorney General's office, I could see people coming in. And if you're 5 minutes late, you'll know all about it. So we were very punctual. For 8:15, 8:30 to 4:30, with a break at 1 o'clock.
Yeah. Do you wish there was that kind of discipline today?
So do I, because there is a lot of cheating of government time. Cheating government money. Look at this now. We are being told of which was revealed by John Githongo. And it's only now, I think, you'll get to the truth of it, because the Swiss government is now willing to reveal.
Name names. We're talking Anglo leasing here.
People you knew, these were the people who are responsible, but they won't. And now they're going to. They're now going to be found out.
If that happened in your time, what would happen to those individuals?
Oh, they'll be in for not less than 12 years. Because that's a lot of money, government money. But today, all these MPs and I don't know what, they're using even more than we did during our time. Yeah. People going on a joiner right to I saw where? Israel and South Africa and I don't know what else.
And Vietnam?
Vietnam, what do they want in? And it's people who don't even understand English, some of them.
Are they illiterate?
I don't know. I don't know how literate they are.
Like I said, you miss the good old days, don't you?
I do. I really do. When quality, Kenyatta was very particular with quality. Be it quality of the certificate that you are producing, exam that you are telling us you passed, they had to be correct and no cheating. Now you hear about people borrowing other people's certificate and so on and so forth, which is really, I don't think the government today has got the proper qualified people that they deserve.
Yeah. You see, one of the two most significant events in your lifetime, one was the lowering of the Union Jack and the raising of the Kenya flag, December 12, 63. And number two, the constitution that you yourself drafted in 63 happened again in 2010. Is that true? Those two events?
Very, very proud of negotiating the Constitution with Tom Mboya and Bruce Mackenzie, and having it. You saw it raised by Mzee Kenyatta, our Constitution, and that stood us in good stead until when? Until last year.
2010.
2010. Now, this particular one that we have today, I myself, really, I haven't even bothered to understand it. It's too late for me to try and understand it. But it is supposed to be a constitution that will help people from the North Province to benefit from as people in the center, so that it reaches all corners. Now, people in those corners, some of them don't understand what the implication of all these constitutions. So it's going to take some time, and I'm sure it is going to be amended as we go on, because the idea was excellent, that everybody should feel they are part of the government. But the machinery, the instrument they created, I think is making. And you see, we were not ready. Even people in the northern province were not ready. Educationally, and education also, varied from the center, from Nairobi. When you reach Wajir, it's only now that we are reaching those areas, and it's going to take some time.
Absolutely. The other thing we've destroyed in the last 50 years, and you write about it in the book, our forests, the environment, Mao. Our forest cover was 10% in 63. It's now less than 2%.
Well, Mao, you see, during some areas, some forests were cut and they were planting tea. And can you imagine, that's the source of water. That's the total water tank. And you go and ruin it. You're putting a tree there. If I were in government, I would have uprooted all that tree and replant forest again.
Maybe you should have been president.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm not interested. Now, there are other people who are aspire to those offices. Good luck to them.
Any regrets the last 50 years, Sir Charles? Any regrets?
No, I do regret that the quality of service, the quality of our civil servants has gone down. The quality of honesty, our people are not being honest enough. We don't look after our money. There is one man really I respect in this country, and he was in Treasury, a man called Kenyua. Kenyua was there as a permanent Secretary of Treasury during Choro's time, during, who else was there prominent? You know, during those times.
Yes.
And you never heard about these
Scandals.
Scandals on money.
Yeah.
What we want now is our people to be honest, serve our government honestly, and the selection of civil servants should be purely on qualification and the character. We should not sacrifice quality to tribal consideration.
And for those who were here before, even you, those who helped bring about independence, and not least of whom is Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, would they be disappointed in today's Kenya?
If Kenyatta came back tomorrow, I think you'll either beat us or I don't know what you will do, because he will be very, very disappointed. He'll be angry with what is going on. That we are talking about somebody should be promoted because he's X-tribe and somebody should be demoted because he's X-tribe. He will not countenance anything like that. I mean, it used to happen, but it will happen really rarely, and there will be a reason that apparent that one tribe has been removed from the other, and it will be purely on qualification. And that's what we should do.
Yeah, and the other thing, at the end of the day, the media has to be responsible. You said that.
Jeffrey, I was going to tell you, our media, we will read tomorrow in the newspaper headlines, leave alone the small thing. Headline, Ford does this, or the other party does this, or there's a clash between these, or Ford is hoping to organize a meeting next to, and so on. Why don't you tell us about what you think? Do an analysis of what is going on, instead of dramatizing things that don't help us.
Yeah. Is it sad that they're doing this to sell papers?
It sells. It's a very good. I mean, you sell newspaper, yes, and in fact, it helps you to sell if you dramatize, if you exaggerate, if you put a picture of Odinga and say he's doing this, and then people will read the newspaper. But if you help the country, and you can, and newspapers can, if you take the Times of England, all these lurid things that you see in the newspaper here, they're not interesting. And you don't see anything about the House of Commons in the newspaper. And drama takes place, as you know, in the House of Commons. And the papers don't let, those are deciding national matters. And don't exaggerate or make them as if they're big things.
If you were to sit in a room today with Raila Odinga and President Uhuru Kenyatta, what would you tell the two? Just you three.
I'm not likely to sit with those two. I think what is good, might be a good thing is for the two of them to sit together without anybody else and just talk and express their views. But if you allow hangers-on to come, then the thing will leak out to the newspapers and it'll be blown up.
Yeah.
But I do believe that if there was a meeting like that, it will help.
Just the two of them?
Just the two. I don't like these conferences. You have one party and the other, and all the hangers on. I don't think it will help the country.
Yeah. Spoken like a wise old man. Sir Charles, you see how time flies?
Time, my goodness, yeah.
You see that? Well done. I love this book. It was great.
This is very good.
It was
really very good.
Well
I don't know who this is. Not Odinga.
No, it's not. I forgot. Great. And there's about 72. I mean, it was.
Oh, he told you? Oh, no. Who is this lady, Githuku?
She's married to Tony Githuku, TG. She's Moody Awori's niece.
Oh.
Wahungu. Her sister's the CS for Environment. Professor Judy.
What's his CS?
Cabinet Secretary.
What does that mean, Cabinet Secretary?
It's what you called ministers in your time.
We had permanent secretary.
Yes.
And I knew what that means.
Now they have cabinet secretary.
Do they go to cabinet?
They do. And permanent secretaries are now principal secretaries.
Oh.
I tell you, it's a new day.
It's a new constitution. I think we'll get used to it, but it's going to take time.
And Kenya's going to be all right. Your little grandkids are going to be okay.
Oh yes, Kenya will be all right. There will be no. We've gone through all this.
Yeah.
And we'll get to know this constitution, but it was rushed. We should have been given time to learn it.
It's going to take a while. I hope you'll be around for it.
Oh yeah.
You look good.
I'm not going anywhere.
You're staying put.
I'll be here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of the book, okay? Oh, don't go yet.
What is it?
I have to wind up. Just sit back.
What do you do?
I'm just winding up. Shake my hand first. Good to see you, Sir Charles. Enjoy my book.
Yes. Oh yeah, that I'm reading. It's very, very good. Excellent.
Endorsement by Sir Charles. How about that? But most importantly, some wise counsel. And that's what we need as a nation right now. Listen to the wisdom of the elders. Buy this book. It's not about just Sir Charles. There are 72 wise old folks profiled in this, and they give great insights about what it was like then as opposed to what it is like now. Wise old counsel. We all need that from time to time. The question is, Sir Charles, is anybody out there listening?
Doubt it.
Tomorrow night, same time, same place.
I doubt it.
He was born with no hands, but what he draws will shock and amaze you. Meet Martin artist Mchoraji Ngugi. That's tomorrow night, 10 p.m., right here on Kenya's television network, KTN. Thanks so much for watching. Good night and good luck.
Who is that?
A young man.